friends with
Yeah,
Einstein.
like
You know how old
15
Einstein
times
is?
6 or something for owl years.
No, not 600.
Yeah, well, 15 times 6.
Dude, Einstein is old. He's
That's
probably...
because he time journeys.
You know why
He's
Trex
going
knows
through
this?
time.
Why?
Because Trex has a daughter and she's probably asking this.
Yeah.
How many years
Okay.
are owl years?
Nice.
6 years per year for an owl.
Let me just
time
say-
travel. That's why he knows Einstein.
Let me just say,
Say,
I don't want to hear any more bird facts coming in from Trex.
any more bird facts?
Dude,
I was
it's,
telling him about the
it's,
cuckoo bird the other day.
shut up. It's traumatizing, okay? Traumatizing.
Just some context here for those listening. I
No,
walked
don't.
into the talent room, and for some reason, Trex was spitting bird facts to
Yes.
LaFell.
And it's traumatizing. I don't want to know those things about birds.
All right.
Now that you guys are curious, you guys can find out.
Yeah, but we're not going to tell him.
Look at Trex's YouTube channel. He will have it up. But now, Novaria, Diggy, as well as Bruno. Talking about poke? Dude,
That's a lot of poke.
that's poke with an exclamation mark.
Poke with an exclamation point, exclamation mark, but easy. All right, so DeusVult though is switching things up. They go for the Aerithal. I think it's solid because you definitely don't want to go for
I
the
like the last
Wan. Not only that, but if they all try to group up in this time journey when they need to, they have the Aerithal to pop that crossbow ting and get some splash damage on everybody.
Yeah. Well, again, I like that there's some variation here from DeusVult. I like that we're seeing, a little more aggressive in the jungle, and then a pick that really hasn't been, chosen a lot of times in terms of the gold lane is the Aerithal going into the Bruno. So much we saw the Brody-Bruno matchup. We saw how that was numbers-wise, but this time, how are we feeling about the Aerithal?
Dude, honestly, for me, I want to touch more on the Lancelot because for Lancelot here, here's the thing.
Yep. There it is.
Magister has to go bird hunting.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Right?
he does.
Am I not wrong?
That's his job.
Yep.
Am I not wrong?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Have you ever hunted a 150-year-old bird?
No.
It's not easy.
It's
I'll
not
tell you
easy.
that much.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. Now, we're going to be jumping into this game soon. Whose draft do we like better, Naisu?
Oh, I would love to say that I like DeusVult's draft more, but I like the fact that they're using some of their signature picks against them from ONIC. Again, we'll see how it all plays out. Kyrie, though, this time is actually going to be on the Fredrin, in the jungle, so they don't have any flex kind of surprise picks there.
All right, let's take a look at the index now. The great index that tells all. ONIC with a nice lead, 7.3. And they've consistently had the better draft index for a while now.
And now again, I want to see this Lancelot go bird hunting because that's how you deal with a Diggy. You gotta kill him as fast as you can. I still can't believe the Diggy is 15 years old. But with that being said, we're jumping into the land of dawn.
All right.
All right.
We'll see how this all plays out. Yeah, I love these fun facts, by the way, All
No
these-
weird switch-ups.
Yeah.
No Kyrie in the EXP lane or anything like that. They're going to keep it nice and simple here. Everything but that bird. And honestly, ONIC's draft is kind of what I wanted DeusVult to bring. I wanted the Diggy. I wanted the Uranus on Kid Bomba. But ONIC, for me, seems to have gotten the better once again.
Man, it's like you had that wish list,
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there was no
Santa
delivery.
did not accept.
Yep, there was no delivery on that morning. You didn't get what you wanted, but they're going to have to make it work if they want to extend the series here, now facing match point. Even emblem-wise, though, how's it looking?
Honestly, looking at the emblems here, I kind of feel like looking at the Diggy, having a little bit more cooldown here is going to ramp up the map control coming in from ONIC quite nicely.
Already poking here happening. Sanslow going to join, but yeah, it is this Terizla, so it should be fine.
Looking at the matchup here, I like that DeusVult early rotations to the gold lane to make sure that Keyboy doesn't make it difficult for Carvey.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what DeusVult needs to do as well, because normally ONIC is the one that wants to try to, rotate around, try to come in and attack these side lanes. At least last game, they brought a lot of aggression into the mid lane. DeusVult like to fight. They like to do that, even if they're behind. So I think that is probably their saving grace here. If they want to try to come out on top of the game, just go for it.
Well, right now, as they kind of get prepped up for that first objective, going to be that turtle. You can see both teams trying to just duke things out right now, trying to get that level 4 available for that fight as it usually happens. Now, the fact, too, that you're going to be working against Magister here on this Lancelot could go in their favor if he's able to just kind of take it. But the challenge against him is Kyrie, right? Double MVP so far for the series. They're going to back off for now, allowing DeusVult to just go ahead and take this positioning.
Yeah, I feel like as long as Keyboy doesn't have level 4, ONIC might not want to try to force a fight, but once that happens, ONIC may try to make the move in. DeusVult needs to try to secure this pretty quickly. Sawo already at level 4. A big thing for DeusVult here is going to be layering their CC, how they come at angles, how they work around Keyboy. Oh, and there it is!
Flicker into the implosion to the penalty zone. Still going to be going for it, though. Turtle in the hands of DeusVult, but they are going to get taken down as Kid Bomba and Sawo are the focus. Magister gets out, though, with the Phantom Execution. Sunset Lover, though, he should be just fine. So, ONIC able to punish DeusVult for that commitment to the Turtle.
I mean, personally for me, I would take that trade all day because I kind of feel like, yes, you give the Turtle, but in return, getting 2 kills is like, it not only accelerates your goal, but it slows down the opponent's goal. So I kind of feel like that is definitely worth it for ONIC.
Yeah, not only is it 2 kills, it's 2 kills in the front liners for DeusVult. 2 kills in the people that need to get some items in so they can withstand the damage that eventually comes from CW, so they can withstand the damage that eventually comes from Kyrie and the rest of the team.
Right now, Magister, I kind of feel like he really needs to get that War Axe fast and start to make a difference. Like, I don't want to put too much pressure on him, but in this kind of situation, he can be that difference maker because he can force out quite a lot of skills and then giving an easier time for Sao as well as Kid Bomba to get that nice initiation.
And ONIC is on to DeusVult right now. San's hanging out in the gold lane as well, along with Keyboy. They know that they want to try. They know that DeusVult wants to try to get the pick off on a CW.
Boots.
Ooh.
Okay, he's deep into enemy territory. But this is why you pick the Uranus. You can do this stuff, right? Go through on this side of the map and just get out with your life.
Being a Uranus, you have a checklist.
Yeah.
Oh
No, Carvey gonna be in trouble here. Kyrie gonna go in with the Praiser's Wrath. Won't be able to land it though. CW tries to go in. Kyrie still goes in, gets the kill. Layering everything. Sawo gonna bob, gonna weave. Will be able to survive. Stays alive for that exchange, but they lost Carvey. ONIC still going to be going. Kid Bomba taking a couple shots here to the face. A 1 shot also from deep down from Sands, but they hold it together. Turtle now up, though.
Dude, again, looking at ONIC, the way that they're layering the damage, Sands doesn't miss. He keeps on hitting, and at this point, I kind of feel like it's good for DeusVult to force this out because Kyrie's HP is low. They could force this.
Oh, see if they go for it. Kyrie, though, swoops in, gets the Turtle in the hands of DeusVult. Now going to be going for the fight. Boots, though, taking the brunt of the damage. Multiple members of DeusVult going to focus him down. Penalty zone to follow up. Boots will fall. DeusVult finds something out of the exchange.
All right, so DeusVult finally finds a kill on the map, but it's not slowing ONIC down at all right now. You know, at this point, it feels like game 1 was just a warm-up game for ONIC. It feels like some of those little mistakes were just a little bit of the rust overnight, you know, wiping the sand out of their eyes, things like that. And now ONIC, the way they're playing is the way we always see them.
They have to figure out that ONIC, they're playing their game, and DeusVult in this 3rd game is being much more reactive and not as aggressive as we've seen in game 1 and 2. It looks like they're hesitating quite a bit more.
They're going to go for Kid Bomba. So, defensively, penalty zone going to be used, but he's dragged back with the first time. Still, are they going to go for it? Kyrie gives the go. Tries to cut him off from here. CW and Keyboy just chasing Bomba down.
Wow.
Once again, they're just going to force him out of the lane.
Teresa is faster than I thought.
I mean, he gets a little speed bonus from his first skill and everything.
Revenge strike. Yep. Revenge strike.
Oh, God. All right, taking a look at some of the items. CW holding a strong lead against Carvey right now, who's got the Haas Claws, working on the Berserker's Fury, only had to pick up the partial boot there, and even in the very beginning, he made sure he picked up the,
Sands gonna go for it. A clean kill from Magister. Now can he stay alive? They have the Time's Journey. They're gonna force it out from Keyboy as well. DeusVult coming back swinging. They get the tier 1. Sawa gonna go in with the implosion, brings him back. Kyrie's gonna be in trouble as Carvey gets the kill. Still gets the flicker out from Keyboy and CW. Boots joining the fight a little bit late here. Still gonna be the focus. Will be just tanky enough to survive. But DeusVult, they find wins where they can.
This is what I wanted from Magister. The moment he has the War Axe, he should be very proactive in getting those kills. If they keep this up, they're gonna overload ONIC.
And they do such a great job at waiting for that spike, right? And now that Magisaur's hit it, picking something like the Lancelot. Ooh.
He's finally going to get taken down. That was a long exchange.
Picking something like the Lancelot where your only damage isn't just Carvey or Sunset Lover, you have a couple different power spikes that you can rely on. You have a couple different opportunities to try to take these fights. And even though Carvey took the death, even though he's falling behind CW, they still have Magister with 0 deaths who's been eating very good.
Right now, Magister as well, having that Thunderbelt is going to do quite well against Kyrie as well as Boots as the frontliners, just because he does a little bit of true damage, but more importantly, slowing them down. Maybe not as effective going up against the Uranus, but definitely going to be effective going up against the Fredrin.
He's actually 1,000 gold ahead of Kyrie right now. It just shows where Magister's head has been. He's been on farm, and now that he's where he wants to be, it's attack, attack, attack.
Oh, Sawa once again using Conceal. Implosion. Sands, though, going to be just fine, utilizing that Purify. So he averts that, but still the focus here on the macro play are these side lanes. DeusVult able to get the lead that they wanted throughout the majority of this game. Can they hold it together? Kyrie taking the brunt of the damage, going to use the Appraiser's Wrath, but will be fine. All 40 seconds to that Lord coming up.
Right now, ONIC, they have to be careful of their positioning, because if they're in a straight line, it's going to be a little bit easier for Magister to use Puncture all the way through to go to Sands or even Keyboy. So I feel like that's part of the reason why ONIC, they're going to be mindful of how they approach the fights.
All right, so DeusVult. Whoa!
They want to go for Boots once again. The damage is true. Can they grab the kill? 3 members, a couple hits away. Carvey will grab the kill. So another exchange here.
DeusVult doing great with their macro right now. Before this exchange, Magister ran up to the top lane, pushed in the wave, so that Kyrie and the rest of the team had to go up there to clear that, and they had to go together because they don't have the vision right now. And while that is happening, the rest of DeusVult goes to the bot lane and catches one of them off guard. If they can keep up this pace, it could look very good for them this game.
Personally, for me, DeusVult controlling this Lord, I would say go for a fight. Don't go for the objective, man.
Already using that Conceal. Penalty zone going to be used by Kid Bulma. Gets the flicker out from Keyboy, but they have to use the Time's Journey. Sands going to fire off a shot. Magister also less than half health. ONIC, they won't be able to get there in time as Kid Bulma falls. Does ONIC still want to fight here? Kyrie at the front, alongside Boots. Sunset gets a shot, but ultimately, DeusVult comes out on top of the Lord.
Oh, they're probably going to lose this mid tower, but I still think... They're going to move. There it is. They lose the mid tower, but still, I think it's a good win for DeusVult, especially where this game started. They still keep their gold lead. They do lose Kid Bomba, but he'll be up in time to maybe help push one of these off lanes.
Potion going to be used once again. It's Boots the target, though. Not sure if they still want to be able to commit to it. Carvey, though, has to be careful again with this. CW working on this Lord. It's going to be up to them to defend here. Sawo still looking for an entry point. CW goes in, he flickers out. Magister going to be the focus. Echo comes down. Magister will fall to Sands. Kyrie swoops in with the Appraiser's Wrath, sending Carvey back. Does ONIC still chase down? Carvey quite low, should be fine, but ultimately can't find anything else.
Yeah, I missed it, but perhaps Magister missed a puncture, so he was stuck there in the middle. Like, the idea was there, because we saw how ONIC, they were stacking up, so it's going to be a little bit easier for Magister to go in. But yeah, a little bit of micro mistake, but let's look forward that he doesn't do that again.
Yeah, so taking a look at some of the items and just some of the gold overall, DeusVult did get a little bit of lead here, but Sans, man. He's got penetration in. He's got the lightning truncheon in. Whoa.
We're going to go again. Food's the target. Everything thrown at him as he gets taken out. Now Kyrie looking to cut them off. Goes in with a taunt. Carvey going to be in trouble as well. Appraiser's Wrath comes down. They find another in his hands. Finds the double against Sawo. They punish DeusVult on the position.
I mean, Kyrie there, the way he had his plan. He runs past everybody, gets into a spot where he's in between the 3 of them, then hits the taunt, and keeps everybody in check for just enough time for the rest of the team to get in play. We're going to take a look at this replay, brought to you by Kadia, and watch for Kyrie here, right? They find Boots, but he doesn't even go for Sawo, he doesn't go for Kibama, but he gets the taunt, knocks up Carvey, and then Sans finds the long-range shot from the outside just to make sure there are no escapees here.
Yeah, Kyrie, the enabler, giving an opportunity for his team to follow up with the damage, and that was a lot of damage.
Yeah, once again, like I was saying, you know, it's great when DeusVult strikes and finds the wins. They get a lead, but they will get punished if those moments continue to happen, right? They have to be able to work around that. Again, multiple times we've seen that. Everything thrown at Boots. Everything trying to take Boots out of the picture, but then you're left there in that position for ONIC to kind of punish you. So we'll see if they actually adjust real time as they get prepped up for this next Lord here.
I mean, I get what they're trying to do, right? Because Boots is always the one who's by himself. So they think if they can keep on getting these like cheeky pickoffs in the side lanes, it'll slowly build them all up a bit more, a bit more, a bit more. But yes, at some point, they have to start attacking somebody else.
Right now, what's the approach for ONIC as well as DeusVult? How do they want to approach this Lord? Because they're going to have a Lord dance. But with a Lord dance, you have an idea in mind. So what's the idea here?
I don't know. It's definitely a tough one. I think a lot's going to come on to Sawo. Sawo is going to need to either try to push Kyrie away. We see his positioning on the backside. And then Carvy's engage as well. I think Carvy doesn't want to try to jump in immediately. A lot's coming down to Keyboy when he pops it. When he pops the time journey, and it looks like Sunset Lover has gotten a time journey for himself as well. So a lot of it, I think, just comes down to timing for both teams.
Yeah, both these utilizing the times journeys here, but again, Vision going to the favor a little bit here of ONIC with that Astral Echo, able to work around that. Kyrie going to hold the Lord here. We'll see how they all play around it as it's whittled down now to a fourth of the health. Shots coming out from Sands, still tough to deal with. Conceal Blade going to be used. Sawo looking for his own entry point. Will get spotted out. Penalty zone going to jump in. Kid Bomba, though. Boots also taking the brunt of damage. Kyrie, though, gets the Lord. Sawo quite low. They have to get back to base and defend here. San's going to go in with another shot, but then you've got this lineup that's going to whittle you down and give you a disadvantage. And that's what Sands has done time and time again, as he even takes the orange buff here.
All right, so this is going to be the second Lord of the game. Luckily, DeusVult still has all of their tier 2s in each lane, so I think this is definitely survivable, right? This definitely shouldn't be an issue unless they really mess something up.
Oh, Magister has no buffs.
No buffs.
Yeah, that's
no
tough.
buff zone.
No buff for him. They're going to have to deal with this Lord also top side as it works on that tier 2, making its way to the base of DeusVult. ONIC now in charge once again on this side of the map as they set things up here to knock on the base of DeusVult.
Yeah, ONIC is just taking it slow because the Lord is marching and they're moving with the minions as well. We can see on the bottom side of the map, Boots is marching forward. DeusVult, they got to make a miracle run here to defend.
Gonna have to deal with it. Oh, Magister gonna get taunted. He's taken out of the picture so quickly. The time's journey from Sunset Lover couldn't even help him. So turret down, top side. ONIC happy with that. Conceal gonna be used. Will be stopped immediately from Sands, playing very forward here as they work on this mid turret. What is DeusVult to do here? Trying to defend their base. Even Carvey whittled down. As Sands still goes for that side lane shot. Gonna force him back. Sawo gonna be in trouble now as he is taken out of the picture. CW on a killing spree. Turret gonna go down. Appraiser's Wrath there too. Carvey trying to keep him at bay. He's all alone though as he's taken out. Penalty zone to follow up. CW to flicker. But they can't keep it together as it's another kill. ONIC looking to punch it in. Wave crashing in here. Magister trying to force CW back. Can they stay in this game a little bit longer? 1 minion left. Another wave coming through. And it looks like DeusVult will hold on in this defense.
Living on a prayer right now. DeusVult. This is going to be game number 2 for them that they've hung on like this, right? I mean, this is game 3, but we've seen this kind of defense from them before. How much time do they need to buy, though? This time it's a little bit later in the game than last time. Yes, it's a 6.5K gold lead for the side of ONIC, but I guess it's still 14K until DeusVult can kind of max out everybody's items. Taking a look at Carvey, he still needs a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit of time. Lord's going to be up. Does DeusVult go for the team fight? Like you were mentioning, LaFell, do they try to zone out Kyrie? I mean, there's a lot of options here, but it's going to be tough with all of these bombs in their face.
At this point, just split push because it's fascinating to see how ONIC, they've been dodging the punctures, making it so that Magister looks like he's making a mistake, but the movement coming in from ONIC, they're just making it like, oh, I'm going to be in this position. You should go here. and then they just avoid it, and then Magister just has no more dashes.
Man, that's the thing. Every single time we see Salo pop up on the screen, he's half health. Carvey a lot of times too, because of that, the extra hitbox there that this Novaria allows for them to work around. It's a nuisance. I mean, look at Sands right now. Okay, Carvey's had enough.
There we go.
Carvey's had enough as he takes out Sands. Keep Sands in check. You can't do that continuously here.
That could be a nice answer for them. The Lord is coming. It's still 35 seconds till Sans gets here. So without that poke, it's definitely going to be much easier for DeusVult to defend this Lord.
Oh yeah, definitely much easier, but again, still going to be pretty difficult. ONIC coming in. Keyboy is going to put all those bombs, and Magister has to keep dashing, but he has to be careful. He's already almost half health.
I think even without Sans here, ONIC can actually end this. It's going to be clearing up really quickly. Still,
they're good.
DeusVult still holding on. The decisive action from Carvey there to take out Sans helped them stay in the game a little bit longer. Again, we're talking about buying time is the main thing here for DeusVult.
I would say if Sans was alive, maybe couldn't have ended it, but it would have looked very close.
All right, at this point, DeusVult, ONIC not gonna stop at all. They know things could be closable here, and they're just waiting for someone to get caught off guard. It might be Magister.
Yeah, they might actually still look to put the pressure here as they show face into the exposed base of DeusVult, but right now, it's apparent. ONIC still able to respect the fact that DeusVult has pulled off some amazing defenses so far in this series.
Right now, I want to look at the items. I wonder how many members of DeusVult has a Twilight Armor, because I kind of feel like someone needs to tank all of these meteors coming in from Sans, and the Twilight Armor is kind of like the answer for that. Yeah. And looking at the bodies here, I don't think anyone has Twilight Armor.
I mean, Kid Bomba has been taking the shots to his face and not doing too bad with it, but Sans just does a great job at finding kind of unorthodox angles here and there. And I think Carvey staying maybe a little too close behind some of his frontliners and is catching some of that, that lollipop hit from the Meteor.
Okay, still trying to spawn out what they can. Sal goes in with a flicker with the implosion. Time's Journey has to be used. They're going to call the retreat, though. Flicker in from Keyboy. Still going to follow up with the reverse time. The jump in from Kid Bomba. CW firing off in the backside, though. Boots trying to keep them at bay on the front side. Kid Bomba will finally get taken down. He's the only one to fall in that exchange. ONIC still going to put the pressure, take these resources, set up for that next Lord.
Good movement coming in from Magister, getting the kill onto Keyboy. Looks like he doesn't want to risk it going for CW. I kind of feel like he's waiting for CW to use his Wind of Nature, and then he's going to fully commit. So I would say good discipline coming in from Magister, not to make a mistake at that point, especially when the Lord is up.
Yeah, but for 3 games, CW has been so hard to find. I almost feel like, does that need to be Magister's main target, or do they just need to, I mean, I know it's hard, but as you mentioned last game, like sometimes just get one here and there. Just one, and he found Keyboy that time, so definitely value, but it's just gonna, CW's been so hard to catch, man. I feel like they need to just try to whittle down everybody one by one. Sans might be the easier target at first.
Yeah, if they can catch Sans, that is gonna be crucial. And looking at the items here, yeah, I'm not seeing any Twilight Armor coming in from DeusVult, so they can't tank the damage coming in from Sans, so that is going to be a bit of a problem. Magister has enough damage, so just hoping on his damage to actually make a difference here.
Once again, Daewoo finding themselves on the defense. Lord making its way in the mid lane. ONIC possibly looking to end the game here, looking for a catch themselves. Salo gonna jump in, end the front line, trying to buy some time here, allow them to extend into this game further as he falls. Lord being worked on, though. Daewoo holding together. Sunset Lover, though, taking quite a bit of damage. Penalty zone comes through. He falls. It's a double for CW. Make it a triple. Looking for Carvey as he gets the Maniac. Works on the Crystal. Magister's got the immortality. Will he get the Savage? He couldn't get it. The Sky Kings are out of reach for the Dark Horses DeusVult as they sweep the series.
The Savage was denied, but the Sky Kings have proved that they are still untouchable, even though the Dark Knights tried to bring them down. But looks like for now, they are unable to. Congratulations to ONIC.
ONIC continues their run through the upper bracket right now. and they move forward with a clean sweep. Very well done by them, but DeusVult, man.